We have a sponsored stream today where we're going to be making a Christmas face generator. So basically we're going to use Microsoft Azure's Face API to turn our faces into like Santa Claus and Rudolph, and then I don't know what else we can make yet. All right, let's just go with it. Festive selfies. I like it. I like it. Da-da-da-da. Node MIT license. There we go. It's gonna be an open source project as usual. We're gonna use web and everything. Once it's done, then you guys will be able to use it too. Christmas selfies. Okay, I'm gonna rename it. Christmas selfies. I like it. All right, open in desktop. So we created this repository. We're gonna clone it to my computer. Christmas selfies. I love the name. You guys are so creative. Open it in command prompt. And then I also need to open it in Atom. That is the IDE, Integrated Development Environment. I think that's what it stands for. Here it goes. This is the program where you can write and type code in. It's like word processor, but for coders. Now that we have this, I need to initialize the project. npm init Christmas selfies. Yes. Version 1, yes. Oh, what was the description? Entry point index yes. Test command doesn't need a kiss. Test command. Keywords instafluff. Azure. Face. Christmas. Festive. Holiday. Selfie. Image. Generator. Fun. Photo. And save. And there we go. MIT license. Bam. I really should have Nano installed on here. I'll use my fancy IDE. Oh, I need to install web. Install web. Wow. Const web equals require web. And then we're gonna run this. What port will we run it on? Christmas. Christmas is December 25th. Why not? 1225. Index.js. All we have to do now is to run it. And web.run is not capitalized. All right, voila. And then we're never gonna have to touch the server again. We just need to figure out how to call the API, huh? I guess I should actually log into the portal. I'll show you guys how this works. We log into the portal here. What I need to do is just to add a resource. Oh, I can find it here. Face. It should be in cognitive services. Here we go. What I need to do is go into AI vision. Search the marketplace. Face. Here we go. Detect, identify, organize faces, and then, yeah, I think this is all we need. We're gonna call this Christmas selfie. Christmas selfies, yes. There you go. We're gonna locate this in West US. Pricing tier free F0. Resource group. We'll say Instafluff. Yeah, great. It's gonna work. Oh dang, filter 2 months. Holy crap, 2 months of support. Thank you so much for the support. Wow. I'm gonna add it directly into the web page. So what I needed to do was to get I'm gonna start with Bootstrap. Bootstrap get started. Introduction. You know what? Okay. We're gonna add it. Why not? Okay, we have a .env file. The way we define it is we're gonna say Azure Face API key. And then in here, copy the key and add it in there. You're only gonna get to see the first part anyway. And so, then you just save it as .env like that, and you close it. And then in here, at the very top, you say require .env, and then config. Then all I have to do is web.apis. We'll say API key is gonna return, so we can get a query string, and we'll return key equals process.env.azure face API key, something like that. There we go. And then we can test it. It's running on 125, so HTTP 1225/API key. It's working. That's how I'm gonna get the key dynamically. So .env is a file that contains all the environment variables. Yep, exactly. You got it. Super simple, right? So now all we're gonna need to do is get this starter template. And we're gonna save this as index.html. And so that should mean if I go into localhost 1225, oh, what? Where's the top padding? Yeah, it's fine. Inside the script, we need to actually get the API key loaded directly from what we just made. What we need to do is do fetch HTTP localhost 1225 is the port/API key. And we do a get like that. Then we need to read it as a JSON object. And then let API key equal nothing, and then API key equals r.API key. All right, this should theoretically work. I'm gonna print it out. I have to test this off the screen to make sure that this is working. Let me see if this worked. Yeah, undefined. Why didn't it work? localhost 1225 API key. It is, oh, it's just key. It's just key. Let's try this again. Ah, it's working. All right. Wait, how'd you get your API dynamically? I just did this, and then in my index.js, I used web, and then made an API. I can make an API like this. I mean, left the API key on the code, hard-coded. Nope, I load it from the .env like this, and so I can get it if I just call this, and then I loaded it in here. Easy, right? Now that we have that, we have to use the API console. Supposedly, we can try this API console. This is how we're gonna do it. Here it says I have to do face detect, and so when I do detect, no image will be stored. Only extract face features will be stored on the server. Super easy, and then it gets deleted after 24 hours. That's perfect. This is what we need. The allowed image file size is anywhere between 1 kilobyte to 6 megabytes, and you can get attributes like predicted age, gender, head pose. Wow, dang, it gets you a lot of stuff. Oh man, it gives you stuff like whether or not you're wearing glasses, what emotion, the hair and the makeup, and inclusion accessories, like what accessories you have, like you could have like earrings or nose rings or who knows what, and whether or not you have makeup on, what kind of hair. Like, oh dang, we gotta make sure we don't save all this stuff. That's kind of cool though, that there's like emotion. It uses the Microsoft emotion engine, I think. Detectable face size is 36 by 30. How do you detect the size in 36 by 36 pixels? That's impressive. Okay, testing console where you created your resource, West US. Okay, so we have to do this and then query parameters, return true, detection model. Oh, this is where we put in the key again. All right, I gotta be very secretive about this. Give me a second. 1225. API key. Put in the key. All right, check this out. It's hidden. If I click this, you can see it, but I'm not gonna click it. So then you get this the URL, I guess for example. Okay. And then you get the request URL like this. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Okay, so then you do a post request to this URL with, okay, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't have the key again. Ah, okay, it hides it for you. All right, so you're supposed to do a post request to here with the content type with the JSON and then the URL of the actual image. This is pretty neat. So we could just like find images of faces and like selfies online and then see if it works. Wow, I'm pretty excited for this. All right, so when we get the API key, for now we'll just do a set timeout. Why not? Oh, wait. I have an idea. What does it return? Does it return an image back? Oh no, it wouldn't return an image back. It would return the data and then we would have to put it on top of the image. Duh. Okay, got it. I understand. We're just gonna do it in code here for now. We'll make a function for this. It's gonna be called detect face. And we're gonna have API key, image URL. We need to do like an async function. And then we're gonna do let result equal await fetch. This is the URL that it wants. We need the headers and stuff. Okay, we need to add in header. It said what we have to do is to set the header with content type application JSON. Okay, I have to do headers, and then we'll say content type application slash JSON. And then we have to put in the OCP APIM subscription key. I guess that's what it's called. In here, we give it the API key like that. I guess we'll just return the result. We have to send in the URL. The URL is going to be image URL like that. I think we have to do json.stringify like that. So now we need to find an image. We need to find, let's see, API key, and then we need to find an image URL of a face. Let's find something. Oh, that's a good selfie right there. Let's find the image address and then kabam. So now, supposedly, oh wait, I need this to be an async function. And then let attributes equal await detect face, and then we're gonna console log attributes. Let's see if this worked. All right, kabam. Failed to fetch on window. Request cannot have body. Oh, okay, so that's not how you do it. JavaScript fetch post body. So I need to figure out how to do the post sample with the body. Body JSON. This is right. Oh, maybe it's because it's not a post method. That would probably help. Post. Let's try this. Yeah. Oh, it got something back. Okay, it got face ID. It knows that the face is a rectangle, height 161. Okay, that sounds right. Didn't get anything else back. Where are all of the other attributes? Optional parameters include face ID, landmarks, and attributes. Oh, you're supposed to set it. Return face landmarks. True. Okay, so return face ID, face landmarks true. Ah, I was supposed to set that to true. Okay, so if I do landmarks true, oh, Oh, here we go. So we can do face landmarks, eye left bottom, eye left inner. Wow, holy cow, got a lot. It figured out where the top, eye right, eyebrow, mouth left, mouth right, nose root left, and face rectangle, and wow. Would you look at that? Yeah, this is very specific. It's like, here's the X and Y of where everything is. All we have to do is to just like put the faces on top, right? Put like overlay elements right on top of the image, wherever it says. This is apparently exactly where the faces and landmarks are. So like the eyes and eyebrows and all that stuff is where everything is. This is very, very specific. I wonder if there's an easier way to get like nose tip. That's probably what we're looking for like if we want to make Rudolph. I guess we could start off with Rudolph. You just need to like draw a red circle on top of an image, right? I guess we'll just work with images. We'll try this one. We'll make it transparent. I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment. So we're gonna put Rudolph's nose where the nose is supposedly at. We need to put the nose on top of the image. So I guess we need to show the images first. How are we gonna overlay images? It would make sense to do it on a canvas, right? What would be the easiest way to draw on a canvas? JavaScript, canvas, draw image. I think it makes the most sense. Oh, here we go. Unload, and then you do draw, and then draw image. But what's the image? So you can get the image element by ID. Okay, draw image from URL. Let me see. Okay. I figured it out. Okay, we're gonna do draw image, URL XY to canvas. So now we get the URL XY. Okay, my canvas ID. So this is gonna be the canvas. We're gonna put a canvas on here. We're gonna call this Christmas selfies. I forgot to make a canvas. So we need to make a canvas named canvas. Imagine that. A canvas named canvas. And then we need to draw the image at X and Y, and the URL is gonna be data URL. Okay, there we go. I think this is all we need. Let face image equal, and then we'll put the URL in there. Draw image face image 0, 0. I want to make sure that the face image is actually showing up. Uh-oh. It's not good. We should make this canvas much bigger. So we'll put it like width is 640. Height is gonna be 640. Why not? Okay, if we do it that way. Here we go. Here's the plan. We're gonna find out if the nose is actually working. Where's the attributes? Here we go. We're gonna put the nose attribute on the face landmarks is where it is. So it needs to be attributes face landmarks dot nose tip, right? Nose tip dot x. This is where we need to put in the nose tip, and nose tip.y. The nose image, it's gonna be at localhost 1225/web/rednose.p. Oh, Ritz, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Let's just try it. We might get a giant red nose right next to her. Oh, what happened now? It didn't draw it. Nose tip of undefined. Oh, it needs to be the first face. Attributes, first face. Whoops. Let's try this again. Oh, shoot. Yep. So it's found their nose. It's just too big. Let's resize this image. I guess we should really resize it in code, huh? Figure out how big the nose is in the first place. I'm gonna do a scale. I'll make it 32 by 32 or something. When we do that draw image, we're gonna do width equals 0, height equals 0. The draw image function, does it have like a size? Oh, it does. So if width and height, then otherwise we're gonna draw this. Then we're gonna give it the width and height. So 32 by 32, right? So then I need to do minus 16 so that I can center this image, minus 16. And then supposedly it should work, right? That's where the nose is. Wow, bam! Look at that. Maybe we can figure out how big the nose is. Nose, root left, root right. That gives you like the width, right? If distance between nose, root left and right. I'm gonna try it. Let nose size equals nose root right x minus left x. This is the nose size. We'll do divided by 2, and this one divided by 2, and then nose size and nose size. Okay, supposedly, what? It's so small. Oh no. Okay, maybe we need to do like 2 times that. Oh, loop is a nostril? Okay, so then we'll do like double. Perfect. We gotta check the docs. These docs, Great Scott, why do we need a dock? Right and left, nose, root left, and root right. Alar. What is alar? So what we need is a nose left alar out tip. So we need the left part, and then we need the right one. I think I got it. Oh, it's too big. It's too big. Ah, perfect. Would you look at that? We got a nose on there at least. You have a reference image that tells you what each thing is. Oh, we have one of those, don't we? Oh yeah. LR top is top. The tip is there, and then the other tip is there. Ah. Okay, so maybe we do need to do like 1.25 times that. Come here. Perfect. Oh. Antlers. Maybe we should edit this though. We need to have like each antler be separate. And so bring out our artistic skills and paint on that. Hold on, I'm gonna save this out as antlers. So this part, left antlers. Okay, I'm gonna save this out as left antler, and then we need antler right. Yeah. Antler right. Kabam. We need antlers in here. Antler left. We need to put it probably above a little bit and to the left of the eyebrow, left eyebrow. Eyebrow left inner. If we take the eyebrow outer height from the eye left outer height, then we can place it above that. We need eye left inner. Wait, inner or outer? Outer. Outer. Eye left. Okay, this is what we needed. Eye left outer is where we need it. Is there, and then time y. So antler left y position. Oh wait, that needs to be on this side because we need the negative anyway. And then the other thing is the eyebrow left outer. Eyebrow left outer. Eyebrow left outer that y minus this will give us a negative number. So then we add that to the eyebrow left outer y. Perfect. Plus antler left y, and then if we place it wherever the left outer x is, x, and the size needs to be, I don't know about the size. Let's try it and see where it ends up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe we need to actually set the size. Let's say that the size is like 100 by 100. I'll do like minus 100. I guess I need to do let antler size equal 100 minus antler size, and then minus that, and that. Okay, let's see. What? Oh, this is too tiny. It worked though. That's the most important thing. There's a connector, face API connector. Oh, that's cool. You can get a person's face, get person group, and face list. So what I found out is that you can actually have more than one face in an image, and it'll detect all of them up to 100 faces in an image. I need to make the antler bigger though, like 200. Instead of antler size, we need to do like times 0.75. Let's try that. Oh, rip. Maybe that's like 0.9. Yeah. Uh-oh. Maybe not. But maybe we'll just keep that there. Oh, perfect. We got antlers, guys. Maybe there should have been like 8.8. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So we got the left side. We should make this a separate function. What was I thinking? Okay, function draw a Rudolph is what this function needs to be, and then face. We're supposed to put this in here. So then that way, all we have to do is be like, we draw Rudolph for each face. We draw Rudolph with the face. That's what we needed to be doing. And then we have face, and instead of attributes, we do face landmarks like this. Right side is going to be right outer y, and this one is gonna be, I think this is right. What happened? I broke it. For each is not, oh no. Oh no. Attributes.forEach. Okay. Yeah. Oh, rip. The right side needs to be fixed, but it's almost there. Yeah, the y is good. Right outer, and then it needs to be minus something like that. Oh, rip. 2.5. Ah! Look at that. We made Rudolph. Oh, dang. I can't believe we made a Christmas selfie. This is what you can do with Azure, guys. This is what Microsoft Azure was built for.